If you're looking for a Cinderella tale that has high drama, sword fighting, false brides, and man-eating aquatic life, look no further than Ireland's folktale, Fair, Brown, and Trembling. Welcome to Oops All Cinderellas, a series where I, Liz, am sharing as many of the world's Cinderella tales as I can. There once was a king with an Irish name I'm gonna throw up here and let you decipher. He had 3 daughters, and their names were Fair, Brown, and Trembling. Terrible names. You're telling me the king gets to be named this, and he names his daughters Fair, Brown, and Trembling? So Fair and Brown got the royal treatment. They'd get new dresses every week to wear to church on Sunday. The 2 of them ruled the roost, and they gave Trembling the shit end of the stick. They were so concerned that her beautiful looks would get her married before the 2 of them, they would make her stay at home and do all the housework under penalty of death. Eventually, Fair, the eldest sister, got herself betrothed to an Irish prince. More on that later. One Sunday morning, after Fair and Brown had headed to church, the old henwife on the estate came to Trembling. "Young lady, why don't you get your ass to church today?" "Well, for one thing, I have nothing suitable to wear for church. But more importantly, my older sisters would kill me if I left the house." "Don't you worry about any of that. I can get you the most beautiful garments anyone's ever seen." Now, in old tales of the British Isles, henwives, besides taking care of the hens, are known for their supernatural qualities. They are often people we go to searching advice and wisdom. And Trembling's henwife was ready to deliver. "Tell me, what kind of dress would you like?" "I'll have a dress as white as snow and green shoes." Easy peasy. The henwife took some clippings of Trembling's rags. She donned a cloak of darkness, and she beseeched of the universe the most beautiful snow-white gown and green shoes anyone had ever seen. She also got a bunch of other magical shit to go with the outfit. She gets a fancy white mare with a golden saddle and bridle. Alright, here are the rules. You may go to the church, but you may not go inside the church. And the minute Mass ends and everyone is getting out of their seats, you get the hell out of there! So that's what Trembling did. Even though the congregation was only getting glimpses of her through the church door, they were quite taken with her. When Trembling rode off at the end of Mass, a bunch of people ran after her. Which is terrifying. It is terrifying to be a fairy tale princess. Why are women afraid to walk alone? I don't know, Joe, maybe it's because when we show up at church looking fine and magical, a literal horde of Irishmen will chase us! Luckily, her mare was faster than the wind and she got home and changed in no time. "Oh look, Trembling, Fair and Brown are home. Ladies, how was church today?" Holy shit, did you all miss out. The most incredibly grand woman showed up at the church door in these magnificent snow-white robes. She even had a live bird accessory on her shoulder. Shut up, Brown. There wasn't a single man at that church who didn't have his eye on her. Yeah, we were pretty jealous. Shut up, Brown. Well, we were. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're on our way to the tailor to get our own gorgeous snow-white gowns. Well, they got a couple of nice white dresses, but they couldn't compare. Then the next Sunday rolled around. "Well, Trembling, are you getting your ass to church or what?" "Well, I can't show up in this, can I?" Yeah. What do you want to wear?" This time I want to be in all black satin with red shoes." "Oh, very sexy. And what about that horse?" "I want her to match. Black and so shiny I can see myself reflected on her coat." "Honey, you're making this very easy for me." So then we had a repeat of the last Sunday to the letter. She showed up, people were impressed, they chased her down, and she evaded them. And her older sister's copycat gowns were a big fucking waste of time. Still, Fair and Brown decided to try that again and got their own black satin robes. But this time, Trembling was ready to turn it out. "So what are you wearing this week? Blue, pink, what?" "Take notes, henwife." "I want a dress with a white bodice but a rose-colored skirt, a green cape, a plumed hat with a trio of feathers in red, white, and green, and shoes on my feet that have red toes, white middles, and green heels. Oh yeah, and I want my horse to be white, with blue and gold diamond-shaped spots and gold accessories." Wow, that is very specific, and honestly kind of insane. Like, what are we going for here? Maximalism! The henwife not only gave her the gown and the horse, but she magicked the girl's golden hair until her locks were long and lush like Totally Hair Barbie. She also put a bird on the horse's head right between his ears, and that thing sang all the way to church and back like her own personal soundtrack. Now at this point, Trembling had gained a reputation, and not only had all the townies shown up, but all the area princes had come to see the beautiful dame. including her sister Fair's betrothed, the Prince of Omania. When Trembling showed up, the prince forgot all about what's-her-name, and he led the chase after the service was over. In fact, he was so fucking aggressive, he managed to grab Trembling's foot and jog alongside the mare for like a 100-meter dash. She finally got away, and all he was left was with her red, white, and green shoe. Trembling, honey, what happened? You look vexed. Some hot and princely asshole grabbed my foot while I was running away, and I lost a shoe. Am I in trouble? Will the Fae come get me? Of course not. Do you think I didn't know that would happen? That lost shoe is going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. Meanwhile, back at the church, I got the lady's shoe, and next I'm gonna get the lady. Not so fast, buddy. Yeah, you think you own the dame just 'cause you got her stinking shoe? How dare you accuse my woman of having a stinking shoe? Its odor is delicate and sweet. No. We mean the only way to properly own a lady is to win her in a duel. Yeah, if you find her, you're gonna face the lot of us and our swords. Oh, it's on! Now, even though the princes were at odds with each other, they worked together to try to find the lady who would fit the shoe. And ladies all over the Irish countryside mutilated their feet hoping to fit. Finally, I hear my fiancé is bringing the shoe around so we can try it on. Bold of you to call him your fiancé when he's actively searching the country for another woman. Excuse me? What did you say to me? I didn't say anything. Though I guess it's just kind of funny that you think you'll fit the shoe when you know you're not the woman from the church. There are only so many shoe sizes, Trembling. I have just as much a chance as anyone. Yeah, me too. Well, in that case, maybe it'll fit me. She has a point, though. Lock her in the closet when the prince comes. So, of course, when the prince showed up, the shoe fit neither Fair nor Brown. Are there any other women in the house? Hey, remember when we were engaged to be married? Honestly, barely. I look a lot like the fancy lady at the church. Why don't we just do this already? I asked if there were any other women in the house. There are. There's me. I'm locked in the closet. Bring me the lady in the closet. So of course the shoe fits Trembling. Then Trembling makes them all wait around while she does a fashion show of all 3 ensembles she wore to the church. And now, you'll be my wife. Not so fast, you presumptuous pox bottle. Bring it on, bitch. They dueled for days. Days, I tell you. But the Prince of Omania won. He and Trembling were married, and their wedding went on for over a year. So now you're thinking happily ever after, right? Wrong! This is where the story really gets good. So Trembling and the prince have a baby, and Trembling brings her eldest sister Fair in to help her take care of the child and herself after it's born. Thanks for helping me take care of things around here, and the little one. Of course, it's the least I can do after everything I put you through. Here, let me take him. I'll put him down for a nap and we can go take a walk by the water. So they took a stroll together by the ocean side. Now, of course, you did steal my fiancé, so I kind of thought we were even. Sister, did you really want to be married to a man who didn't want you? Of course I did, you stupid hoe! And Fair shoved her sister into the sea, where the woman was swallowed by a giant whale! Honey, I'm home! Hello, darling, it's me, Trembling. Is your sister here? Oh no, I sent her home. I'm feeling quite well, and I don't require her services anymore. Sorry, you're Fair, right? Isn't it my wife who's missing from this picture? No, it's me, Trembling. Fair left to tend to our father. I just don't know! Are you my wife? Thank God I have this magic sword that'll figure it out for me. You see this thing here? It's sleeping between us tonight. If you are indeed Trembling, my wife, it will be warm to the touch when we wake up. But if you're a false bride, it will stay cold. The next morning, the sword was cold as ice. I knew it! Did you, though? The prince was about to get more damning evidence as well. For a young cowhand had witnessed Fair shoving Trembling into the sea. And what's more, the next day, he witnessed the whale regurgitating Trembling onto the shore. What the fuck? You, cowboy! You must tell my husband all you've seen here. But what's more, tell him how he can save me. I'm cursed to remain here on this beach, otherwise I'd walk there myself. The whale will be coming back to swallow me on the next tide. It will be swallowing me and vomiting me back up here 3 times. Tonight was the first time. My husband must come and shoot the whale with a silver bullet to kill him. And he must do it before the whale swallows me for the last time. And he must shoot precisely. The whale has a small birthmark under his fin. It can only be seen as it rolls onto its back. My husband must hit that spot to kill him, and then, and only then, will I be free. Okay, no pressure or anything. The cowhand rushed to the castle. I have to speak to the prince about his wife. It's urgent. Oh, you silly cowhand, I'm his wife. But sit down, you can talk to him. Let me get you a drink first. I hear you have information about my wife? I thought I did. I can't remember anything now. Thanks for the drink. See ya. The next day, the cowhand saw Trembling get regurgitated on the shore again. Boy, did you tell my husband about the whale thing? Oh no, I tried to, but I forgot. How could you forget such an insane story? Me, a royal lady here, covered in whale barf. The lady of the house who looks like you, she gave me a drink? Oh, fuck that. Go back, and don't consume anything until you've talked to my husband. He's only got one more chance at this thing. Hi, I'm here to see the prince again. Sure, hun, about the queen. Let's get you a drink. No. The cowhand managed to get the news to the prince, and at the final hour, the prince took down the whale with no problem. Once Trembling told her husband about how Fair had betrayed her, it was time to punish the bitch. You know, let's bring in your father for this. Hello, remember me? The guy who named his middle child Brown? Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Didn't we all? Anyway, this is about Fair. She tried to kill my wife, your youngest daughter, and imprison her. Now, in some of these other kingdoms, they trick the deceitful woman into planning her own punishment. But not in my land. No, the ladies don't even have the right to plan their own torturous, horrifying death. That's up to us dudes. So, you know, what should we do here? Obviously, we should kill her. Any thoughts on how? Sir, as my elder, I respectfully give that decision to you. Well, in that case, I sentence my daughter to starve at sea in a barrel. Cool, so we'll send her out to sea in a barrel to die? Not right away. Send her out to sea, but give her some provisions. Enough for 7 years. That's a big fucking barrel, my dude. Once reunited, down the road, Trembling and the prince had a second child, a daughter. And they were so indebted to the cowhand for helping them that they decided that baby would one day marry him. Great. Then they had 12 more children and died of old age. The end. Well, that wrapped up quickly.